Yes. Top. And carom. Good. Cat. What?
do it, sweetheart. All right. Let me see.
Come on, hot stuff. What's up over there? Slippery, huh? Thank you. Bye.
Yes, good girl. Wow, that girl. She is amazing. Yes, good girl. Oh, good job. Good job. Wait, up. Couple more. Couple more. Yeah, that's gonna be a hot shit move, CupCake. Stealing Lele moves, mine. Wait.
Yeah, go CupCake.
Alright.
I want
Yes,
to try
mouse,
and
go.
find which one of these do I
Catch.
have?
Wow. Wow. House. Yes. Whoa. Mine. Right there. House. Dog catch. Boom. Oh, you don't know how to do it? House. Wait. Dog catch. Boom. Yes. Good. Great work. Wow. She is awesome.
She
One or
is
two more.
awesome.
One or two more. You ready? Here you go.
One or two more. Don't say that.
Yes. Good. Wow. Look at that. Yeah! Whoa! Holy cow! Holy cow! Yeah! Something else. That was something else. Go, go, go!
Turn flip.
Good. Ouse. Go, go, go. Ouse. Yes, ouse. Up, up, up. Ouse. There. Yes. Good. Good. Ouse. Through. Yes, ouse. Yes. Badass. Go, go, go.
Turn flip.
Good. Ouse. Go, go, go. Ouse. Yes, ouse. Up, up, up. Ouse. Good. Right there. Yes, good. 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 Ouse. Through. Yes, ouse. Yes. Badass.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Oh, look, red.
Right.
Red, right? But like doing moves, yeah? Super funny. What's going on? Hey, Philosophy Friday in the dojo. Ron, Antonis from
What's up?
Athens. Epi, co-host, the weather girl and the sports guy, and the intern are walking around somewhere. The intern's passed out. So yeah, here we are, Philosophy Friday. We're going to talk about some weird stuff. I don't know if anybody's here. I think a couple people are here. Looks like it. I think we have audio, right? We're good? Woohoo. So who's here? Good day today of throwing and stuff, right?
Right. Came up with a new game.
Yeah. So we started, I started doing a ladder in toss and fetch. Whoa, easy guys, easy. No need to be, don't activate Epi.
You won't like
The
it.
Winter Soldier will activate. Freight car. So yeah, might want to give it a try. It's kind of nice. Send the dog around. A ladder is around a catch at 10 yards. Retrieve to the hand or drop, either one. I did it with a stack of discs, and I also did it with a give each time. Either one was fine. And then 20 yard, a 10 to 20 yard catch, and then a 20 to 30 yard catch, and then a 30 to 40 and a 40 to 50 yard catch. And it was nice because I got a bunch of reps on the give, and I got a bunch of catches. So I got catch, yes, give, yes, around, yes, catch, yes, give. And that's kind of all the dog was doing. And then on the 30 and 40 yarders where we might have a chance of missing, right? And depending on where you're at in your game with your dog, you can have a high chance of missing, right? We get out there having 3 catches in a row. And the dog is tracking properly and paying attention and watching what the handler's doing. So that's a ladder. And then we have a reverse ladder. And that is starting out at 40 to 50, making a catch at 30 to 40, then 20 to 30, 10 to 20, and 0 to 10. And there, you do just the hand-to-hand transfer, the dog-to-handler transfer, however you want to do it within your toss and fetch game, right? And you do that in between each throw. Super nice, man. You get a lot of reps of the handoff and a lot of catches. And you can get lots of reps of the handoff, lots of catches while the dog is paying attention to you. Right? And I think that's kind of cool. Right? Not burning the dog out with a bunch of catches that may or may not, or a bunch of throws that may or may not be catches. Or a bunch of almosts that would be way better off being 35-yard catches right now that are awesome than 38-yard catches, right? Pushing really hard. It's kind of nice to be successful. So anyway, that was kind of cool. Did we do anything else?
No, I don't think so today. Bunch of throwing. We did the same.
Yeah, we did
with the
Heiser
throws.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, we did Heiser
So-
and then Heiser stuff.
The whole ladder with different throws.
Oh yeah.
Heiser flat, then Heiser, and
Yep.
then back. That was pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, and we also threw to the ladder zones, right? So if you struggle to get 40, make a throw at 10, pick a zone. We were on the up dog field, right? So my 0 to 10 was always get out. So not the center zone. And then from 10 to 20, it was the center zone on. But like you can stretch out to your max distance if you're not throwing 40 yards and be successful on the way there. That's kind of nice. It's very, very nice. And having a dog who's capable of fielding a short throw,
Right.
that's kind of nice too. One more thing about this, Epi was tracking the disc like a predator, not like he was chasing after something shot out of a cannon, which I found to be really nice. He was really pursuing it as if he wanted the target. He was tracking the target. He was on it. Put a leaping catch on the end. I like that expression of it rather than him taking off running, going to catch something. So anyway, that was kind of cool. All right, so what is on the agenda? One sec. All right, what is on the agenda? We have behavioral concepts and the ideal world. Watch out, it's gonna get fucking crazy. Loopy dude coming soon to a live stream near you. We're gonna talk about the Play Plus universe, which is kind of our map of what we know. Of what we know and what the dogs know and what the team knows, right? So we have a map that we can use. We're going to talk a little bit about Inceptive Marking, which has a lot to do with both the behavioral concepts and the Play Plus universe. Conceptualization versus generalization. I hope to demonstrate that a little bit.
Okay.
We'll use Skinner's toy box for that.
Right.
We'll do something on that with CupCake. And talk about how generalization and conceptualization are similar and different. And then we'll probably do some Primal games. Those are embodied play experiences of Play Plus the process, the phenomenal process philosophy of play. And then any questions you guys might have, we'll take those as well. So
Right.
bring it. Bring it. Anybody here? A couple
it,
people are
CupCake.
here. Most of the people, I don't know. You're one of the people that's here a lot of times, so
Right.
50% of our fans are gone.
Oh no. Oh no, CupCake.
All right, so I am going to pull up. Let me do this. Screen share, primary display. Entire screen. We'll do current application. One moment, please. All right, yeah, we'll do the entire screen. So, boom. Boom. There we go. All right, so this is the Play Plus universe. I need to find a way to drop a camera on top of that. Take that, screen share. Yeah, what do you think of that? All right, so, sorry it's taken so long. But we have the Play Plus universe. This is a Cynefin framework. This is a sense-making framework from the corporate world. Over here on the right side, right, over here, we have our ideal world. This is the world as you and me think about it when we think about doing stuff with our dogs. This is our dog's world when they think about the things that they know, okay? It's really important, this ideal world. Our dog has an ideal world. They know what certain things are, and we need to capitalize on that. If we capitalize on that, we then can set up interactions and engagements that traffic in those ideas, right? In those ideals. So the dog has ideals, the handler has ideals. We can break them down. I'll jump on that in just a second. Down here at the bottom, we have things that are concrete. Attention. Very concrete. Boom. The idea of attention, the eye contact itself. As we do something like attention for bite, that's not quite as concrete. It's a little bit more abstract. As we go up, we get more abstract. So we have things that are called behavioral facts. A couple of behavioral concepts together, right? And so attention for bite would be a little more abstract. We have unordered things. A throw of the frisbee is unordered. We don't know how it's going to work. There's no way for us to predict it, whether or not it's going to be caught, until it happens. We can't figure out what went wrong with it until it happens. You can't fix a catching problem until the problem has been demonstrated. That's unordered. Disorder, not a system. Not a system. And then we have ordered, which is a system. Our ideal world is ordered. It's like we think it is, right? Our dog's ideal world, you know, a fucking bone happens at this time, the ideal world. That's how it goes, right? It isn't Doesn't happen that way all the time. The actual world over here, right? This is where everything happens. And over here, it's unordered. We don't know how it's going to work until we do it. Big problem that people have is they think that what the trick is over here, it's this, I know how it works, yep. And then we move it over here into the complex domain and we try and play with it and do something with it, and it doesn't look like this. It looks like some crazy shit is happening, right?
Right.
Right? And we expect it to be this nice, neatly ordered behavior. The actual world is unordered. We can't know. The first time you do something, you can't know how to do it. You have to experience it first, right? So once we experience it over here, hopefully in the complex domain, hopefully not in chaos, or not too deeply in chaos. It's horrible down here. You don't want to be here very often. But like once we experience things here, we bring them back over here into our ideal world. And we modify our ideas of what the behavior actually looks like. That makes sense? I'm making sense here, right? And I don't think I'm being too crazy. I hope I'm not being too crazy. It's going to get fucking crazy, though. So we store our ideas over here in our ideal world. We make our plans over here. When we draw our routine on the napkins and shit, we're in this world. This world is great. Hopefully the actual world looks a lot like it. But this is where shit happens. An image on Instagram can be done over here. You can capture that one moment for Instagram right over here, right? But to play well in a contest, you have to do it in the actual world. It's not a still image, it's not anything, it's where the shit happens. Everything you and your dogs will ever do happens over here. Anything you've ever done, all of your memories and ideas about it lives over here. Hopefully you're well balanced between what you think it is and what it actually is. All right, there we go. We'll jump out of here for a second. This is the Play Plus universe. And it's kind of nice to be able to map that stuff. It is kind of nice to be able to put it somewhere, right? So we have these behavioral concepts. They are, if you guys have seen our show, not that. If you guys have seen our show, they're essentially the root concepts from the P-Vibe life or positive vibe. I should have that. If you look up Positive Vibe Season S2, E2, you'll find it. It's our whole foundation. It's really good. It's a good show. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share here. Boom, right? So this here is a diagram of the behavioral concepts that belong here. They kind of live right here, right? All of these behavioral concepts live right there. You like doing moves, yeah? Like red, right? Red, red. We almost finish each other's balls.
Sandwiches.
No, balls. Huh? All right. Too much Kung Fury.
Right.
Hopefully you watched that. Hopefully you watched that, Lucinda or Michelle. It's totally worth it. So these behavioral concepts live down here in the actual, or in the ideal world, straddling the clear, pretty much occupying the clear domain, right? These are very concrete things for the dog and handler, or they should be, they need to be. It's important that they are, right? So here we have attention, right? The act of giving attention, wham, right? The eye contact itself, what that is, right? And then the dog should know that, the handler should know that. There are relevant behavioral facts attached to this. Attention for bite. The dog should know, hey man, I want that thing, wham. Give me attention so they can get the bite. The dog should know attention for engagement. Hey, let's do the thing, right? The dog should know attention for next. Attention, let's do the thing, right? And should be satisfied with next. The handler needs to know all those things. When the dog and the handler both know those things, then we can use the bite as a cookie seamlessly. We can use attention as a default behavior. We can get a wait before a bite at any time. The dog learns to look before they leap for everything. And we want that to become a concrete behavioral concept for dog handler and team. When it does so, it's over here, solid, we know it. When we do it over here, we then know how it works. We embody it. And we take it over here, and we really know how that shit happens. And that is, I think, super important. When that is going down, the dog knows how to use attention as a tool. The handler knows how to use attention to get the dog to do something, or to get something, or to ask the dog to demonstrate agency to do something. Super important. Dismissal. Handler is off limits, right? That's the off switch. The relevant behavioral facts. Attention equals access, right? The dog will learn that. Boom. It earns the next round. The dog will also learn, that one didn't do it. That one didn't do it. That one didn't do it. Boom, attention, access, right? So that the relevant behavioral fact, this idea that I give attention, I get access to my handler. Access is often or almost only through attention, is taught using dismissal. It's extremely relevant, tightly related to dismissal. Soft work. Clicker trained dogs, right? Once they learn that the orientation to the handler, yes, earns a cookie, wham, they're doing the whip thing. Give me a cookie, bitch. Wham, where's my cookie, bitch? That's hard work, and we want that at times, right?
Right.
But when we're chilling, we want soft work, like King is doing back there, right? Like King is doing back there. He's just chilling, that soft work. I'm gonna look over there, and he's gonna give eye contact. Yes, good man, out of the corner of his eye. And that's soft work, right? That soft work. This idea of soft work, which is critical for an off switch, is a relevant behavioral fact directly to dismissal. Can't even approach it without this concept of dismissal. Default behavior. We get to use dismissal to cultivate a default behavior. Pedestal. Lying down. Right? Doing something nice, being on the spot, right? Targeting. Everybody gets a hand target. Touch. Yes. Good man. Did you see that? Yeah. Everybody gets a hand target, right? Maybe they get an object target, but there are a bunch of relevant behavioral facts with targeting. Antonis, the cup. Attention, targeting. Sorry, hang on. Blew it. You're not on here anymore. I've taken over.
Right.
So, Antonis, boom, the cup. Pow,
Boom.
right? Antonis, right? Attention, targeting. All cooperative behavior, attention, targeting. It's fucking nice that the dog can touch your hand, but if he doesn't know what targeting is, it's not very helpful, right? If you don't know what targeting is, certainly not very helpful, right? So, relevant behavioral facts. Orientation. Orientation to what? Exactly. See? Right? Exactly. Orientation to what? To the target, right? A hand target, right? And a hand target is not just touch the hand, yes, right? It's locate the target, follow the target, touch the target. There's a whole bunch of shit baked in there that we take as just a hand target. We should and can mark each of those pieces. Object targeting, that's awesome. The dog can touch an object out there or hit a mark, right? But there are other things out there. Which object, right? Object discrimination. Which object is super important. We also have like body part targets. Each of those things can and should be known and experienced by dog handler team. And then we have them available to us over here in the actual world, right? And I'm going to can do Spirit of a Champion. All right, so yeah, over here in the actual world. Yeah, totally, right? So the weight, we have relevant behavioral facts, the behavioral triggers themselves, okay? These, that's annoying. The relevant behavior, the behavioral triggers themselves. A wait is a potential trigger. When I tell the dog to wait, the next thing that happens is the trigger, and they're waiting for it, and they fucking dig it, right? So we get to work each of the behavioral triggers with the wait, or the wait is integral to the behavioral triggers, or you can't distinguish the behavioral trigger from the wait, which is the way I prefer to look at it these days. All right. And then we have the behaviors themselves, right? The trigger, the positional requirements for a trigger, the attention requirements for a trigger, and the actual triggers for the skill that you're doing are all going to be related to the understanding of the trigger concept. So where your dog stands, my dogs always stand where they're going to fucking take the trigger from. When I trigger a skill, they stand in that position. They can't be jumping around because they have to take the trigger.
Right.
Right? If I tell them to vault and they're standing right here, they'll back up because they know where they have to be from the trigger work and from the concept of the trigger. Hopefully that makes sense. They know what each trick requires, right? Let's see, duration. Anyway, each of these things, I'll stop doing that and I'll move on to more relevant ones maybe. I won't go through each and every one of them. But you get the idea that we have the concept that bleeds over into all these things that are happening, right? And all these things that are happening, if we explore position, or we understand that position is something that the dog should understand, or that I should understand. For instance, you're going to do a flip. You send the dog through. Why? Because it gets you in sync for position. And you can't do the flip. Some people can't do the fucking flip unless they do the through, right? They can't do position unless they do that. And that whole problem is masked by the fact that they haven't attended to position, put it into their game, and they haven't expected front or worked front distinctly. Put front after the flip, put front after a leg vault, right? Put front before the flip, without the through. Without the through. And now we have some sense of position. A lot of this stuff is covered over by how we do the shit. Right? Like I can smooth this stuff all over. All of this stuff that we're talking about, threshold, a spot, the spot, a doorway, a pedestal, all of these have thresholds. And we don't pay attention to the threshold very much. We pay attention to the foot target, right? We pay attention to the weight at the doorway, and then we release the dog. We pay attention to on the pedestal. But the thing that defines all of these, the spot, you're either on it or off it. Where's that threshold? Do you know it? Does the dog know it? Are you playing on it? Are you using that, this or that descriptor of the threshold to tell the dog, yes, you're on it, no, you're not? The doorway, in and out. If you only do wait at the door and run outside, you're missing half of it. You'll never have calm there. You need in and out. When my dogs go to the door, they cross the threshold and they turn around and face me because they've crossed the threshold. Right? Because the game at the door is to cross the threshold back and forth. They know whether they're in or out. And when I tell them in and they go in, and I mark yes, they go, fuck yeah, dude, I did the in and in. What's up? What are we doing? Give me my cookie. Let's do the thing. And it changes the whole nature of the doorway. Same thing with the pedestal. Knowing that 1 foot on, 2 feet on is essentially on the threshold, or is breaking or starting to cross the threshold. Super helpful. Super helpful. Bite, the relevant behavioral facts. Take it is a bite. The removal from the hand is the criteria. Take it, yes, that's a bite. Now the dog has it, right? Take, tug, if the dog knows to take it and I don't let it go. Hang on, will you grab that? If I ask the dog to take it and the dog takes it and I don't let it go, we have a tug. And then, yes, and then he takes it, right? The take criteria after the tug, yes, super important. Tug and let it go. How many times is he going to do that? He's not even going to play anymore, right? So the take, critical for yes, the bite. The tug, critical for the take, critical for the bite. Toy, general toy stuff, completely based upon and dependent upon the bite. Cue, then do. The ability for me to CupCake, CupCake. Come on. Oh gosh, take it. Up, up, hustle. You gotta hustle. Yeah. Come on, look out, Ken. Look out. CupCake, up, up. Yes. For her to jump up and then give it to me. I don't know if you could see that. Could you see that?
You have to do
It's
it
too
the
far.
other way.
Ken is too savage.
Right?
CupCake, CupCake. Get it, get it. Yes, up, up. Come on. Yes. Oh, can't reach it. Come on, do the thing, CupCake. I know. Mine. Awesome. To get that layered, right? We need this. Actually, that was for the drop for cue then do. Yeah, it didn't work. Sorry. Cue then do. Cue then do is to do the thing and then. Cue the thing and then do the thing. And the do then cue, that should be on drop. That's not supposed to be there. Can I move that? No, I'm in a PNG file. Sorry. Cue then do and do then cue should be in the drop. So cue then do then cue are over here in the drop, which is behind me right now. Sorry. Fucking sorry about that. And it's over here in drop because I can ask her to jump up on the pedestal before dropping. And if she can do that, then she's got a layered drop. Now I can do my flat work stuff. I can tell the dog to jump over an obstacle with the thing in their mouth. I'm not just talking frisbee, by the way. While I'm doing things I'm going to carry, right? I can get cue, then do. I'm sorry. God damn it. That's do, then cue. What I demonstrated with CupCake, I had her do the thing before dropping, right? And this should be over here on the drop. So I had her do the thing before dropping, which is do, then cue. And that makes her carry it through other behaviors and layers the behavior. Cue, then do means that once I cue it, I ain't fucking doing nothing until you drop it. When the teeth come off, we're going to do the thing. But until the teeth come off, it ain't happening. And that is, both of those belong over here on drop. The give, we're tugging. If I go dead fish, he should let go. Right? Because there's no tug to be had. Right? The hand target, if he doesn't have anything if I don't have anything in my hand and we're playing a vicious game of bite, he should put it in my hand because that's the give. Or because that's the bite. It's the give, it's the bite. If I have nothing in my hand, this is the start. This is the alpha and the omega. It's the alpha and the omega of bite work. It's funny. So we wind up with this ability for the dog to target the hand, right? The regrab goes in there, some other stuff, blah, blah, blah. These are behavioral concepts that we need to have, so they live right here. We need to have these things down so that when we go out here and we try and do the sequence, right, that we can rely on the dog dropping and knowing how to drop, the dog giving attention. I don't have to call the dog after I do the trick, right? All of those things are loaded up in there. So those are behavioral concepts, and they live at the bottom of your and your dog's ideal world. There you go. It's deep play plus shit, man. Let me see, let me hide that. Let me see what else I got down here. Okay, now, yep, we'll stay here. So, how do I make these things? So, all of these things that I laid out here are happening with you and your dog every single time you play. Every single one of them is happening with you and your dog when you play. The only thing is we don't know it.
Right.
And the reason that we don't know it is because it's working and it's kicking ass and fucking woohoo and all that shit is flying at us. The dog is moving. The cookies are flying. The discs are flying. The dog isn't where they should be. Oh, whoa, holy shit, that happened, right? All of that stuff is coming at us. When it's working, attention is happening, right? It's working. I don't need to ask him if he's ready. You see what I mean? So when it's working, I look down there, Ken's giving me attention. It's working. I look here, CupCake's giving me attention. I look, King is giving me attention. If I don't draw attention to it, me and my dog are never going to know it needs to happen or how it happens, right? So what we do, dismissal, happens all the time. You dismiss your dog? No, doesn't fucking matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tricks, long throw. Awesome. You pick up the discs, your dog is dismissed. He'll probably rag on you and jump around and do dumb shit when he's a puppy, when he's learning and dopey. He figures out pretty soon that you're just going to pick that shit up and do some toss. You're going to do some throws on your own. And he might as well just piss off somewhere, right? And he learns to dismiss. Anytime you're working and your dog is not jumping on you and not engaged with you, he's dismissed. Targeting. Yeah, I think Epi's got that one covered, right? Everyone in here's got that one covered. But how much do they know? How granular is it? Is he just chasing this object? Or when confronted with this object, touch, is he going to touch my hand or touch the, yes, or touch the thing, right? So the weight, everybody's got a weight. How much do you know about it? How much does the dog know about it? Do they know it's a tool? The trigger, what is the trigger? If you don't know, the dog has it, right? But all of these things are happening. Whether we work on them, play with them, whatever, recognize them. And that's, who knows, right? So what we want to do, in order to take these things, so all of these things are transparent in our game, okay? They're transparent. They do not show up when they're working. We only recognize that we don't have attention when I have to go, where's my dog? Epi, epi, epi. Look here, or are you ready, right? I don't recognize that I have a dismissal problem until I'm standing there trying to do like walk through a sequence. I'm doing this, right? And the dog is like jumping on me and shit. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck, Chuck? Leave me alone. Go do dog stuff. It would be great to have dismissal there, right? And we don't recognize that we don't have it until it's a problem, yeah.
Right.
And so all of these things, they only appear when we have a problem with them. As soon as they appear, you can be sure that you've got, the threshold only appears on your radar when you have a door problem, right? The bite is only apparent to Frisbee when the dog is doing it inappropriately or is not catching or won't tug, right? Otherwise, who cares? You know, yeah, dog bites all the time. Can your dog bite? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. All right, so all of these things are transparent when we're working. What we want to do is we want to draw attention to them while we're working, right? We want to draw attention to them while we're working so that we and the dog can remember them, right? So we're going to use inceptive markers for this. An inceptive marker is a marker that happens inside of the chain and is reinforced with next, the functional reward of next, or the functional reward of fluid movement, and on task, success on task. It's expectancy that's the cookie for the inceptive marker. And it's coming right now. The expectancy to do more, right? That's the inceptive marker. And what happens is, my dog walks up and gives attention. I mark yes, bite. That's an inceptive marker. Yes, do the thing, right? I get the bite. The dog takes it out of my hand. Maybe I mark, maybe I don't, right? Yes, awesome. The dog looks at me. Yes, through. Dog goes through. Out. Yes, bite. The marker, the cue that was given on the eye contact were inceptive markers that drew attention to the pieces of the puzzle on the way there. That's what's going to turn the attention into a tool that the dog can use. It's going to draw attention to the work that we did on attention. It's going to, what was it? Bite. It's going to draw attention to the bite. It's going to draw attention to the drop. I use the drop after the through. Right? So these things, as the dog is going through, I mark yes. Twist. The dog twists, I mark yes. Hoop. The dog is going through. Boom. The hoop is done. I mark yes. Bite. They get it. Each of those discrete behaviors was marked in order to bring attention to the criteria at the time and to bring that behavior into visibility. Attention made it happen. The bite was the cookie. Attention, position, trigger, yes, wait, bite. All of those things drawn attention to with that simple little inflection of marking. And so what we do is we take these concrete behavioral concepts, we turn them into behaviors, sit, position, targeting the body target, ass hitting the ground, attention, duration. Yeah, probably all of those, right? Those things build the sit behavior. Without all four of those things, you don't have a sit behavior. If you have a sit behavior without all four of those things, you can't make other duration behaviors happen. What we do is we take that sit behavior and we take it out here and we do different shit with it. The Primal games, for instance. Over here in the complex domain, in the actual world, we get our ass handed to us, we recover, the dog figures out what's happening, I figure out what's happening, we go back here, and then we have a better understanding of each of these things. We just keep doing it. And that's Play Plus and the ideal universe, behavioral concepts, and bringing shit to paw. Ready to paw is what that's called for the sea. Epi knows. He heard that phrase, he was like, yeah, ready to paw. It means that the tool usage is apparent within the skill. And it is transparent tool usage made apparent. Me and the dog know how it works. We can use the tool at will. The tool of give, whether it's on the pedestal or in the water or wherever the fuck ever, the tool of give is in there. Because give equals next. Give makes next happen. Right? And I know that through Inceptive Marking. Hopefully that makes sense. That's kind of the whole shtick there. I'm going to look here and see what Okay, perfect. So we talked about all that. Conceptualization versus generalization. Gonna need a cigarette for this one, I think. Conceptualization versus generalization. I'm gonna see if I have an image on this, actually. I did a, no. One more look. Clear concepts, PDF, that's Crazy Town. Crazy Town, concept, conceptual, root concepts of spot. Nope, that's so funny, dude. Guys, my shit from like 10 years ago is all the same shit. It's so funny. It's so dancing around the stuff that that we're working now. I can't, you're teaching root concepts. The vault queuing.
Right.
Funny. All right, anyway, I can't find it. So, let me get back here. The conceptualization. I don't generalize skills. Right? I don't generalize skills. Generalizing skills, you take this puzzle piece that looks like this, and you deform it to make it fit elsewhere. That's generalization. And it isn't, it sounds bad like deforming, but you are friggin' deforming it. You're depending on it being strong enough to withhold or to bounce back from that deformation, right?
Right.
So you have the juggle skill. Ha 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 ha. Here we go. You have the juggle skill, right? Let me see. Epi, chill. You have the juggle skill on the ground. Would you hold Ken? Grab him and hold him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can do.
Yeah, grab him and hold him.
Come here, Ken.
So,
Whoa.
you have the juggle skill.
Oh, yeah. What you doing, Ken?
Mine, 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 mine,
I know.
mine,
I know, Ken.
mine, right? You can see she does that pretty well, right? So go do dog stuff, up, up. So
Got you, Ken.
she probably shouldn't have up-upped her, but whatever. So you have the juggle skill, right? If I take the juggle skill and I simply move it, are we still, where are we at? What scene are we in? The girlish shoes, we're still here, good to go. Boom. So if I just bring her up on the pedestal, CupCake, up, yes. And I crank it out, mine, 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 off, yes, mine, right? It's not gonna go like that. If she has the juggle and I put her up here, right? I'm going to risk the juggle falling apart or my pedestal falling apart, right? So what I want to do is I want to get the juggle, mine, 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 awesome. Go do dog stuff as a skill, as its own thing, right? I also want to get, where are the other ones?
The discs,
Yeah, these, the dog discs.
here. I'm going, Ken.
Do we know?
They're over here.
Are they?
Yeah.
There they are, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be one more. Hee-ho. So,
Ken.
I don't just want to be able to do the juggle. I want juggle, I want ouse, 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 ouse. Mine, mine, mine. Yes. Awesome. Go do dog stuff. Right? So I have the juggle and the multiple. Let's call the juggle a concept. Okay? So I have the pedestal. Up, yes, off, okay? She knows all three of those concepts, and she knows them cold, right? If she just had up,
I know.
a bunch of payment up here,
I know.
and then she could get off when she was, whenever, right? Off, yes. If she just had the ability to do the thing, and she just had the juggle, when I put it up there, it would be a complete clusterfuck. It would be a train wreck. I'd be trying to keep both of them. But because she knows that the juggle off has to be put in my hand, mine, 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 right? She knows that. Off, go do dog stuff. That's a concept. She's got that. The pedestal, up, she's got her cookie. What's she going to do?
I know.
Right? What's she going to do? Mine. Yes. Mine. Yes. Off. Yes. Good. Mine. So hopefully you can see that she's got both of these concepts, right? And I've laid out, I got to lay out the whole sequence. Every time I do this, I have to lay out the whole sequence, and I don't know how to do it otherwise. So, pedestal or duration behavior. Up, yes, action, marked and paid, and then cookies while to add value up here. Off, yes. Duration cessation, go to dog stuff. The duration cessation is the off cue, right? And she needs to know that up, or stall would be the cue. She can't go until I send her, and she can't get off until off, all right? She's going to get that through stall, yes, cookie, 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 off, right? Up, yes, cookie, step back, step forward, step back, step forward, ensuring she never gets off, rock back, step back, back and forward, off, right? And that needs to be a concept, like if she gets off, she's like, oh shit, she gets back on. When CupCake is doing her multiple, when she's standing, CupCake, stand, off. Okay, same thing here. By the way, stand, boom, cookie, 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 off. Yes. Stall, yes. Cookie, 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 off. Right? Same exact concept. That's the duration concept. As soon as she hears a cue gets multiple cookies to off, it's a duration behavior. Pocket, yes, off, right? It's a duration behavior. That's the duration concept. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rely on the duration concept, the give concept, right, that you only give when I cue it. I'm going to put them together, up, yes, wait, mine, yes, mine, yes, mine, yes, off, yes, good, up, yes, mine, awesome, off. Oh yeah, you're a little jumpy, aren't you? Go do dog stuff. Whoa, that was great. So that's a little bit about conceptualization. I'm going to do her standing juggle too, so hold him just a little bit longer. So this whole process, what I used the multiple up here, right? The multiple up here, up, stall. Whoa, easy, cheetah. Mine, off, yes, mine. To get, stand.
I know.
Mine. Yes, off. Good. Right? And Epi's there, it's a little horrifying. But I use this as a stand-in concept for the stand behavior, which is way more difficult. Right? So the stand is super hard. This sets her up to do the skill. If she misses one, dude. Ep. Chill. Ep. Chill. Chill. Aussies, man.
Yeah.
Chill, Ken. I know, poor Antonis.
Poor Ken.
So stand,
To be a puppy.
mine, off. Yes. Good. Up. Yes. Good. Stand. Off.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
So I layered the stand on the pedestal. Stand. Cookie. 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 Off. Yes. Off. Yes. And I'm using the pedestal as a stand-in for the discs
Right.
and the challenge on the stand. Stop. Dude, what is up with that? Up? Yes. Stand.
Hang on.
Yes. Uh-oh. No. Yes. Yes. Off. Yes. Good. So that challenge of doing the stand here, right, with it being a duration behavior, right, is kind of similar to this juggle. Off. Stand. Mine. Mine. Come on, hot stuff. Mine. Off. Yes. I don't know what's up with your weirdness, but your ears are all ugly and dumb. Your ears are all ugly and dumb, and you're being silly. Epi, you're being crazy too. Anyway, I don't do that through generalization. I set up this sequence of events, right? I do the duration I'm using layered behaviors. So if we go back to this here, I'm going to try and tie this together.
Right.
Because it is important. Through doing this work, that work that I just did, through doing that,
Look at Ken.
I wind up with attention being drawn to really important concepts for the dog. So CupCake was on duration, right? So duration was seriously challenged there, and duration was layered with give. So she had to give while doing a duration behavior. When she has to, when these two are combined, give and duration, a bunch of times and in several different fashions, she's got it with on the pedestal, with standing on her hind legs. I don't know, does she have it any other way? Probably one or two other ways, right? And each other way I explore with the give and duration gets really powerful. Layering gets really powerful. I can do something while I'm doing that, right? The bite is happening during the duration behavior of the stand. I can draw attention to that through the marking. I can work the attention in there. When she was standing on the pedestal, I was removing and taking attention and drawing attention to that for centering skill. But while I was doing this thing, chasing my unicorn trick of the standing juggle, right? We've been on it for 3 or 4 months she's probably worked it for 30, 40 minutes total. Maybe an hour total. Maybe a little more, but I mean, not very seriously. And it's nice. It's nice because all of these things that are used in it are getting exercised, and she can do them better, which means that her reach on doing other things has really expanded. You know, I'm going to try, will you grab Ken again?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and do pocket. Go ahead, Antonis.
If you wanted to know, to actually emphasize the difference between conceptualization and generalization, if you wanted to generalize the skill, how would it go down?
If I wanted to generalize that skill,
Right.
I would
Instead of doing this method, like
I would do it. I mean, I wouldn't do it really any differently physically,
right,
right? The only difference is I would be more apt to push and prod and try to make it happen rather than to break it down into component parts and have both of us know what the fuck we're doing.
right,
You know what I mean? Because CupCake knows when she's up there and we're doing the move, right? When she takes the disc down on all fours, right? When we're doing the juggle, she immediately pops back up and says, ah, shit, my bad. I can work with that.
right,
You know what I mean? And she's not doing it like she's up and down. That is what's happening. But it's not a generalization thing, right?
Right.
She's actually, she's down there and she's coming back up to deliver the concept. And it looks the same. It's super similar. The difference is how I treat it.
right,
So I would continue to get her closer and closer to doing it, is what I would do essentially, right? But what I would do here, or what I've done, is I do little juggles here, little juggles there, a juggle on the pedestal. I do some stand with cookies, right? And then I assemble that work. You follow?
yeah,
And it's not a generalization thing. It's not like I took the stand and moved it over. I took the standing multiple and moved it over there. Or I took the multiple and I moved it into a stand. I took the multiple, I made it solid. I took the stand and I made it solid. I took the multiple and I layered it on a duration behavior. The stand is a duration behavior. And then I combined the two. And maybe some people will say, well, that's just generalization. And I would agree. It would be smart generalization. But I don't think we do it that way all the time. And I don't think that the generalization metaphor, it says I take this piece that I already have and I change it up a little bit and I kind of cram it in that hole. And then once it's in there for a while, everything's good, it's good. Whereas conceptualization is I take this piece that looks kind of similar, and I take this other piece that looks kind of similar, and I take this third piece that looks kind of similar, right? And I fill in almost all of the missing puzzle piece, and then I like put glue in it. And that glue is the shit that I need to know how to do the cool things in dog training. Does that make sense? That does make sense, right?
right,
Yeah, and it's the glue that my dog needs to know how these disparate behaviors connect, how they relate to each other. Rather than just getting it done, we have the pieces intact, not deformed, and stretched and, changed. Does that make sense? Yeah, all right. It's looking terrible, SagePaw. She's being dopey. She's done much better. But regression to the mean is a real thing, right? Regression to the mean, you wind up doing better than normal, and that becomes the new expectation. Sorry, dude, you're still normal. You're only a little bit better. That better than normal was you being better than normal. You're going to go back to normal soon. It'll be a little better than your previous normal, but it's still going to be normal. Regression to the mean is really important to keep in mind with your dog training. It's where the Dunning-Kruger effect lives. It's where the Dunning-Kruger effect lives. That's funny. The Ken Whisperer. Did you see that?
right.
You can never leave. You are the can-do whisperer. All right, so I'm gonna do.
Hi, Epi.
I'm gonna do the pocket move with CupCake. I'm just gonna try a couple of things here. The pocket move. It's a pocket fisherman, I think is what I'm gonna call it. The pocket fisherman juggle. So she's gonna retrieve to the hand, and then standing juggle. We'll see how it works. Will you grab Ken?
Yeah.
Chill, Epi. Chill. I know it's gonna be crazy.
I know.
Here, let's do the full dojo cam.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
We'll do the full dojo cam.
Almost can. We're gonna watch from above. Right, it's a good view. Right.
The God's eye view, Ken.
Gonna see how small everybody is. Everybody's so small. I know.
Spirit of a champion, Ken.
Spirit of the champion.
Can do.
I'm
And the
watching
spirit of the champion.
I am watching you
King.
with an eagle eye.
No, CupCake. Off. King. Good. All right. Don't. Actually, let me. Off. Up. Chill. Ooh,
Can do.
yeah. All right, the CupCake. Ready?
Check that
Wait.
out. The
Wait.
CupCake.
Pocket. Mine.
Oh,
Mine. Mine.
See that?
Off. Yes.
I know.
I'm done. I'm done. Totally done.
Did
Yeah.
you see?
We're done here.
Did you
Yeah.
see the CupCake?
Whoa, go do dog stuff. We're done. Like that. Poof. The pocket fisherman. So yeah, the goal is a fish. So she takes it and she puts it up into the left hand, then a juggle in that position. And she'll be able to fish from anything. It'll be fucking hot shit,
Right?
dude. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's a cool move.
Yeah. Here, grab Ken. Grab
Hey,
Ken. Let's
Ken,
try
do.
one.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know, Antonis.
I don't know. You kind of suck.
Yeah. Yeah, totally, right?
Whoa.
King. Up.
But it's nice
Yes.
over here.
Ready? Dude.
You see,
Dude, you are gonna get sent
see.
to like
that's what happens.
fucking Milwaukee. Get up there. You're gonna get sent to like, yeah, Okmulgee. You ready?
Somewhere cold.
So I'll do flip, pocket, oops, pocket, whoop. Nope. Try again. Ready? Mine. Ready? Pocket. Boom. Mine. Off. Yeah. CupCake, you're a savage.
Right.
Go do dog stuff. She's like, yeah, dude, I totally got that shit.
What you talking
That'll work. So, yep, that's the pocket fisherman. Yeah, and listen, with this idea of conceptualization rather than generalization, it doesn't like grow into it and change into it, right? It gets better and better and closer, and it's got this fucking flaw and it's broken, and then it's there, right? It's like it's a different way, it's a different generalization setup. Anyway, I think it's important, and the important thing is that all of these things here wind up being the things that we're trafficking in. And these become the tools for the dog. Duration is a complete tool for my dogs. Once they hear blah, cookie, 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 off, and I'm not me saying cookie, 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 but like eating cookies and then I tell them off, they're like, holy shit, that's duration. And then a couple times of them taking cookies up there, they want to hold that position. They know it as a concept. They know it as a tool to get more cookies. And that's different than taking something that we do and doing it in a different situation, right? Or doing it differently. We're actually aware of the things that we're doing and how we're doing them when we're conceptualizing rather than generalizing. So anyway, we're trying to bring all of these things to hand and to paw for the dog. So they become tools that we can use. And again, all these things happen all the time. We just don't happen to see them when we're working well. When we're working well, these things happen flawlessly. Woo! You should get it until off. And who cares how many seconds? Right? If you get it until off, nobody cares how many seconds. You'll have all the seconds. Right? And I think that's kind of the difference between generalization and conceptualization.
Yeah.
Right? If you generalize this, that actually is a great way to look at it. If you generalize this more and more seconds, that would be generalization. Until off is conceptualization. And if I do generalization, I'll get more and more and longer and longer and longer, but I'll have to work and it'll be a slog and it'll be small increments.
Go back and forth.
Right? When it comes to until off, then we're talking. Because once I get until off, it'll be next year until you get off, if I don't tell you. And of course, that's dumb, but you get the idea. Yeah, it's a neat discriminator. And thank you for that, SagePaw. I need to remember that right there. Because that is what we're looking for most of the time, right? Oh, yeah, way better. If I didn't get off, right? If I didn't tell the dog off, if I didn't get to off, it isn't a good thing, right? If you didn't juggle, if you didn't catch, it's not a juggle, right? You
Right.
1, 2, 3 catch, that's conceptualization. Running it until you miss, that would be generalization.
Right.
Right? You have a goal, you hit it and concretely hit it, and then you take that concept and you execute it the next time. Yeah. Anyway, super cool. I think we got primal games we got to address, and that's it. Yeah, we hit on all of it. That's pretty cool.
Right.
You guys have anything? Alicia SagePaw, or Alicia Amber SagePaw. I think that you guys are the only two, but
John left.
yeah, of course, dude. John always leaves. John always leaves. The spirit of the slacker.
She's got it.
Ken has the spirit of the champion. John and I have the spirit of the slacker. It's all right. The slacker does good work.
Right?
See, look there. The spirit of the slacker, Epi, way better than the spirit of the champion. I like the spirit of the slacker in you. All right. So, can do. We will do dog catch
With can do.
with can do and the spirit of the champion. Can do. Spirit of the champion. Oh, look at you, CupCake. That's a very nice perch you have there. I wonder where you learned that. Yeah, and if you guys pay attention to the Epi, come on over here. If you guys pay attention to the up, 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 chill. To those base level behaviors and catch some of the play plus stuff, you'll see the dogs like essentially only doing those behaviors in
Right.
here. You know what I mean? It's like it's what they do. Those behavioral concepts are like your dog's behavioral vocabulary or their behavioral grammar. You know what I mean? They know how to use it. King, up. Good man. All right. So, CupCake, over here. Up.
Whoa.
Dude, yes, chill. All right, Ken, spirit of the champion, you must do it. Dude, that is not, it's the spirit of the feral. Yes, good man. So, I'm gonna do, where's the trigger? Dog catch. Boom. He's hungry, obviously. We're an hour late. So where's the trigger? Hey, yeah. I'm gonna also try and pull his head up, off. Yes. I'll try it from both directions. He just got this one. Dog catch. Boom. Almost. Dog catch. Boom. Yes. Whoa. Good man. I'm going to lift high so he picks his head up. Off. I'm not going to chase his head. Yes. With my cookies. Right? He puts his face where the cookie happens. Not vice versa. Dog catch. Boom. Off. Yes. Good man. Awesome. Oh no. What happened? That was terrible, huh? Dog catch. Boom. Yes. Good man. Off. Yes. Wait. Dog catch. Boom. Yes. Awesome. Off. Yes. Good job. All right. Go do dog stuff. So that is, where is the trigger, right? CupCake. Yes, good girl. Oh, good work, King. And I'm going to play one more Primal game with him. I'm going to play this weight next with the dog catch, right? So, again, I got, what did I get there? I got a weight, didn't I? I got attention. I got attention marked. I got attention marked with a marker. I got it reinforced with a cookie. I got attention reinforced with the trigger. Right? I got attention reinforced with the cue. I got attention reinforced for next. I got cookies on the dog catch. I got the off cue, I got it paid. All of those things are my behavioral concepts. I want to mark those things, so I draw attention to them, right? And if I draw attention to them, then they become apparent to me and the dog while we're working them. Throw Georgios under the bus. Georgios is not seeing certain things, right? He's just not seeing them because he's successful with them and they're working for him, right? And it isn't until they start to fall apart that he sees them, and then he freaks out. By the way, all of us do this, right? What we want to do is we want to draw attention to particular ones, right? And we draw attention to this and that and that and that, and each of them lead to where we want to go. And then they become apparent while we're working them, right? It is the thing that I was going to say about Georgios. When I asked him to mark a particular part of the sequence, he couldn't do it because he was doing the shit. He was doing the thing, and he couldn't pull the marker out. right? And it was a piece of the behavior that was really integral, like a key criteria, right? But when he was put on the spot and asked to mark it right there, he couldn't do it. And that's because all of that shit is transparent to him all the time when he's doing it in that sequence. When we taught it and everything, you know, of course I marked it. But, you know, on this, I don't need to mark that. And then when I say, hey, mark that little tiny piece of it, I'm too busy doing this shit. And the dog has the same problem.
Right.
Right? So we want to draw attention, CupCake, up, to the things that the dog is doing, right, that are on the way there, that are happening. And we will bring them to hand. We will ready them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do spin, wait, dog catch, boom. And this is this wait next, off. Yes, good man. Twist, wait, dog catch, boom. Uh-oh, what happened? Ready? Twist. Wait. Yes, dog catch. Yes, awesome. Off. Yes, good. That was great. Spin. Wait. Dog catch. Boom. Yes. Very nice. Off. Yes. Oh, super cute. Spin. Whoops. Spin. Wait. Dog catch. Boom. Yes. Off. Awesome. Whoa, great job. Go do dog stuff. So you notice on that last one, when he was out of position, I didn't do anything. Right? That's not that's not my job. Right?
To
and what
position
happened?
him every time.
Yeah. And what happened? He was out of position on that one. When I gave the dog catch cue, he moved over here, and then he was like, "Oh shit, I can't dog catch from over here," and he walked over to dog catch position. Right?
Right.
And if I always fix him, or we don't know how to navigate between this and next, this wait next, we don't know how to navigate that, the dog never learns that position. It never knows that position is important. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Go do dog stuff. Super awesome. Primal Games with Can Do in the spirit of the champion.
That works within the trigger concept, right? If the dog has a solid trigger, he will put himself in position for that trigger.
And hold.
Right?
And hold position, Yeah, and all of this stuff feeds itself and feeds each other. I'm sorry, Antonis, I didn't know that was sitting right on your head.
What?
The Vybe logo.
No, that's okay.
All right. So I think we're done, unless anybody's got something. Good work, SagePaw. Some cued work drop done, or some cued drop work done. Super awesome. I think we're going to go ahead and take off. Patrons. Thanks a bunch, patrons. Show's brought to you by patrons of Pawsitive Vybe, patreon.com/pvybe. Show would not be happening without these awesome people. Thank you so much, guys. Patrons get access to class, get access to me, get access to ebooks and other goodies, and instructional development. So there's that. Become a patron today. And also brought to you by HeroDiscUSA. Is it up right now? It is not. Epi, watch out. Whoa, it's right there. Bite it, Epi. Whoa. So make your dog a hero. We're on Team Hero. Epi is Team Hero. Pretty excited about that. Super awesome discs. Epi throws arrows, arrow 235s. It's the bomb, dude. It's the one you want. So with that, I think I'm going to play us out. Badass Memeroll number 19. You have anything to close with?
No.
All right.
That's all.
All right. Can do. Spirit of the champion.
Right.
All right. We'll see you, SagePaw. See you, Amber. Thanks a bunch, guys. Woo! He's very serious, Epi. He gets very serious when he's close.
Right?
Yeah.
It's closing time. Get close.
I don't think I'm doing my... Ooh, I know what I'll do. Up, up, up. Yes. Yes, Ken. Yes. Yes, good man. Yes, CupCake. 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 Looking for something for you, Ken. Nope, that's not it. Off. That's what I was looking for. Got nothing for you, Ken. I haven't seen it yet. CupCake's been stealing all of it. Yes, Ken, I like that. Ken, back up, stretch. Ken. That's it. Not much action. Ken.